In fact, that make even internationally, when you follow the debate, people, they tell you, say, democracy will soon fail. And people will go back to coups and other forms of accessing power. Like what they see in the French countries there now.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the midweek edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, where they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We where they bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Wednesday morning. Mina Khadija Bangora.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today now Wednesday, the 13th day of August, 2025. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, if you don't follow, we don't bring different people in the studio, ranging from civil society, government officials, and other people who say we don't discuss issues and we get for do with the current proposal on the floor, who say conversations and they go on regarding the preferred electoral system we salon for adopt as per the recommendation then we come out from the tripartite committee, and also we don't talk about the constitutional review process where they go on. Currently, the latest information where they honor that part of the conversation, the Constitutional Review Committee member them, we did it, and also the tripartite committee, don't they suggest, say, the first past the post we use for be 55% threshold, they want for agree for let be 50+1, all of them conversation then they don't they go on. We make today we decide, say, let we get a legal perspective on all of the issues here, where conversation they go on now we get for do with the Constitution. So today, where they can discuss the legal perspective of issue we get for do with the electoral system of the country, which one preferable for the country, and also them we get for do with the constitutional review where they go on. And that's now its topic this morning.
Well, for can look at the legal perspective of the conversation there, we don't go on for no whose preferred system of election good for the political system na salon or the political climate na salon, or they look at the legal implication and the legal aspects of the conversation. We get a private legal practitioner, we na Charlie Israel Williams, where they can give we an opinion based on the legal perspective of the conversation there. If we don't follow Liberty TV extensively, we don't bring can different people them as the conversation and they go on now, as this go set the pace for the next general election where the country go all, where now the 2028 elections, would they use 2023 as a yardstick for compare between the two systems of elections, as we see also 2023 then be use the PR system on some of the elections them, and now we don't they see outside the government they suggest say for let them put the PR systems of election inside the new constitution, and self go as far as proposing a power sharing system, because government believes that this will make the country united, it will bring everybody together, and it will make smaller political party them get advantage for Guna parliament. All of them conversation there, they can look at the legal aspects of if it fits inside the Sierra Leone context, to go use other country them as case study for see how they work. Well, at the studio this morning, a pleasure for welcome a private legal practitioner, when Charlie Israel Williams. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Happy to be here again.
All right. As we don't tell with viewers them, the conversation they go on now. We don't hear from the politician them. We don't hear from civil society, like new, when a coalition of civil society organization them, when they're part of the process, because the secretariat now for implement the tripartite recommendation say they don't do a nationwide consultation for ask the people them as recommended in the tripartite reports, let them choose the preferred systems of elections with Sierra Leone for whole. And the constitutional review process, if they go on side by side, where the AG don't they come from time to time for update the public how the process they go. Let we look at a legal side. Forget about all the other arguments, or I can say layman arguments them. We look at the Sierra Leone political climate from a legal perspective. Firstly, the conversation for no system of election for use it timely now?
Thank you so much. Yes, that conversation timely with regards to which system of elections we for use it timely. Timely in the sense that we get constitutional review process already on the way. So as a result of that, we forget several discussions. In fact, not only for limited to a system of election, because with constitution, the review we need is not only tied to elections. So the constitution gets a whole lot of issues. Like, for example, up till now, with a struggle for let people bring out their views, whether in a protest, I mean, in a way where they go come out and make the representation. The political parties, they not allow let people them show the own side of the story, you know. So for protest, you have to go to the police. Quite recently, we see where a civil society organization, they ask police, say, we want permit for protest. They not even protest, they just request for one permit for protest. They say how then they investigate the legitimacy and this arrest, they keep them pass, so we intervene. So we get issues, a lot of issues we get for do with constitutionality and rule of law. Where we for the talk about, not just elections. Now just because the politicians them now we think can benefit them and get interesting, but the issues are many in that constitution.
Because that's as say, in as much as you say it's timely forget the conversation, but a lot of concerns don't they come again for the one the way they spearhead the whole conversation issues. People are concerned from a legal perspective, waiting you don't see so far. The one the way they in charge ahead of the conversation, when I then like they show people them waiting they want, waiting the conversation for time like how for shape them, now then they spearhead their process. How you go describe them?
Well, for me, that is the problem. Most of the time, we discussions them, we issues that we raise in this country, are politicians in the first raise them. And when it happened that way, obviously they get suspicion. Because politicians would always support within the benefit them and promote within the benefit them. So if you notice right now, while SLPP they say PR system, APC they say no PR system. So the suspicion of that, SLPP comfortable with PR system, whilst APC saying no, you know, okay. So, but if the discussion they come out from some other sectors, from civil society, I mean from other places, then you might look at it and say, oh, well, let's engage. This is genuine. But it's coming. Now, this discussion about which system of elections we forget in Sierra Leone, yes, the constitutional review process can make we discuss them, but actually, we not forget, say, as it stands now, without a review, as it stands, without any amendment, anything, the system of election at Sierra Leone now first past the post what they call constituency-based election. That is clear. PR system, like we do them in 2023, now just like we say now by way of accident.
Why you say that by way of accident? Because during the 2023, the argument be so intense that from parliament level, where ECSL go for let them amend the Public Elections Act for use the PR system, we see outside the APC tower say they don't want them. They even go to Supreme Court for interpretation.
Yes.
So if Supreme Court do the interpretation and ECSL go ahead and use a PR system, why you describe as an accident? Okay,
so if you go back to the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Section 38. Section 38 very clear say, when we do election at Sierra Leone for members of parliament, it constituency-based election. Clear. From 1991. In 2001, for mid-2002, when them finally do the enactment, because the bill started in 2001, till 2002 the enactment, the country been still there in war. And there were certain areas unaccessible. The war been still labor. However, we need for do election. So that amendment in 2002, constitutional amendment, now for amend that section 38, for say, well, if we say we they only go by this section 38, it not get for possible because some areas in the way we know it will go do boundary delimitation, they forgo even do census or count people. So but we need for do election anyway. That was why we amended section 38 and now create section 38A and B. So it say in an event where the Electoral Commission not able for do boundary delimitation, we get issue for do census, for able to get figures, then we can do proportional representation election. So you see, so now which they call an exception to the rule. The rule is constituency-based election from section 38.
But now the same argument as you don't interpret and so from the Constitution, ECSL by then been pushed forward.
With a reason.
Yes, say they're not able to get accurate
so are
data
we saying
by then.
now in 2025, when election are 2028, are we saying we already don't get reason? Is that what we're saying? That already now in 2025, there is a reason now we make unable do boundary delimitation?
So the president not go in details where they suggest the PR system as the country they go through constitutional review now. But according to him, he believes say if the country adopts these systems of elections, it will bring everybody together. It will strengthen national cohesion. Same for the speaker, where they say the system of a winner takes it all. No good day again, and after election, the too much fight and blabber wake happen. It will reduce the tension in the country.
Okay, well, this is the interesting part of the proposal or the debate around winners take all and all of that, tension and all of that. So let's analyze it properly. It is no problem for suggest or for propose, say, let we change we election system from constituency based to proportional representation. There is no problem with that suggestion or proposal. No problem at all. But the way people they argue now is like if there should be an election tomorrow, now PR will go use. When we begin argue so, it bring tension, it even bring suspicion, say, already the politician they don't get a mindset. Say 2028, now PR system will get for use. So let me explain how it will happen. Now that the system of election is constituency based, and we want PR system for be the standard, all we for do is do a constitutional amendment. Full stop.
But during the constitutional amendments, like you self don't explain, is it safe now for say, based on the explanation we don't come out so far, especially that of the Speaker of Parliament, because I explain small, the president is not going in details as to what they foresee, but the Speaker in say it don't work well for Parliament because they use them 2023, and now one thing we in they suggest say this kind of conversation for they happen, let people left for the fight for power after elections. But from a legal perspective, the angle where it go right now, should we say it's the way to go, or then they miss them somewhere?
Okay, so make I also continue the analysis. For me, the reasons we don't get it so far, sorry to say and I apologize if anybody is offended, but those reasons, they cannot stand the test of time. Wow. Let me explain. You see, for say, when we do PR system, now ain't go unify the country, now ain't go make power and share them. I want for differ. Say, even with the constituency-based election, you can still unify the country, you can still get cohesion, you can still share power. Now, when you don't win election under the consensus-based election as president, how is it different to appoint people if you win election on a PR system? It's not different. It's the same. It's the same.
So if they really genuinely want for dual power sharing, you don't need to go in for PR system.
I mean, giving that kind of explanation is in philosophy, that's what we call a fallacy. That is wrong. I mean, now the president get the power for now appoint, we then appoint, elect him as president. You don't need PR system. They can look the minority party them, and he appoint the leader them or some people in those political parties to say, come and serve with me. You don't need PR for do that. And this issue of say, let them extend this thing about PR, I mean the concept, into the executive, so that within the from the election, within they appoint ministers them, then go also use, if na 70-30, then go use the 30-70 for appoint ministers. I mean, let us be genuine and let's ask ourselves questions. Are we really sure that if, for example, APC don't win election, then go take Ministry of Mines, then give SLPP person, then take Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Defense, then give... I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. For me, what I think, now that whichever way we want to go as a country, whether it's PR system or it's proportional representation, whichever way, let we take the debate to the people, let them discuss them. I mean, you go be surprised with that man within a ghetto or a tire base or that market man where he analyze them for you. Let's take, for example, we use the PR system in 2023. The reason we then give and say because of August 10 situation, ECSL able do the limitation. Okay, let's agree that reason is good, yeah? For argument's sake, let's agree. For progress. And now, we have communities now in Sierra Leone where they not get member of parliament. And we all know, say, the democracy where we come out from the war, where they say, okay, now look at multi-party elections in Sierra Leone, or multi-party democracy. Now for participation and representation. So if you have communities where they not get MP at all, I mean, you begin wonder, say, well, if them people here get problem, who that then they go to? That is one. The other thing, nowadays we don't see democracy. One major thing where they underscore democracy, in fact, that make even internationally where you follow the debate, people they tell you say democracy will soon fail. And people will go back to coups and other forms of accessing power. Like what they see in the French countries there now. Why? One principal thing we don't underscore in that debate now elections. Elections. Elections now don't become problem for democracy. Because we get all kinds of what they do with elections. You they do election, results not there, you they do election, this happen, you they do. So the issue here is now this. If elections are problem, critically analyzing PR system and constituency-based form of election, trust me, it is easy to manipulate elections under PR than under constituency-based elections.
So are they missing the points already at the go?
Yes. So let's allow the debate proper. Let you see where people they come with them position paper, when people they present and argue and tell you say, because trust me, under constituency-based election, where the election get for do with the locality, with the constituency, the ward and all of that, everybody they look in election, what happen in ward, what happen in constituency, when I did in the counter, I did in the angry result, and not get for wait for national announcement. all waiting they don't do now the polling station and the polling center them. Now my constituency they watch them. There is no problem we go occur with regards to say we go national is election change and all. So under the PR system of election, the possibility for manipulate result is greater than in the constituency based. So the pros and cons of all the system here, we also understand say there is no best system. There is no best. No system, no they will not get downside. But
there must be one way fits into the practices.
Fine. So that's why we're saying the people them way now then they feel the impact of governance. In fact, if you talk to some people now, then they tell you, say, the MPs them, before 2023, the MPs them, they go to their communities, then they interact with them people and they get meeting and all. Now, they not they see themselves in the PR because they're not even sabi who than are the MP for their constituency because the MPs on Sunday Aberdeen and in a MP for Freetown. And then you get people where they down there, Wellington and all, they not get representation. If they want to see the MP pass, then come over na Central Freetown or West Freetown. So these are all the issues. However, having said all of this, if at the end of the day, the people of Sierra Leone say na PR system they want, that is what we go by.
Make one salient comment earlier. Also, you say with the PR systems of election, the chances for rig or manipulate elections are great.
Very good.
With this, when you talk, consider a government, a party in governance, they push now say for let the country adopt the PR system. And a lot of people when they ask the question, say, why not now? The SLPP, they push, say, the next election for BPR.
Okay. So, it easy for make you see me earlier point where I make, say, when politicians begin promote certain things, the first suspicion we get is now waiting suitor. Politicians are like market business people. You know, wherever see somebody is selfish and they all say, I get the fish way I don't read. We don't dey for well now. I get cold bread for sale. They would always want to present something where they benefit them. And so when you see political parties pushing for a particular system or something, first you get for begin say, oh, this is what suits them. That's the first suspicion.
So for the SLPP,
that's the first suspicion.
For the SLPP, now the PR system suits them.
For
we make them they push for it now, for them they adopt and put it inside constitution.
For waiting with the see so far, I am not going to make that conclusion. I'm going to say the suspicion now that SLPP convenient with PR, APC is not convenient with PR. Why then take them two positions? Then they would have to explain. But me, from my own perspective as a lawyer, it doesn't matter which one we choose as a country. Once now we choose as a country, that's what we'll go by. However, we have to analyze for let people begin see waiting at this in strength, waiting at this in weakness. Because trust me, elections neither for make democracy survive or democracy die. If repeatedly elections are manipulated or rigged, democracy along the way will fail. Because if we vote to know they see, they reflect, would they choose other method? That is the truth.
Like you said earlier, there is no perfect system.
Yeah.
But also you must get one way to fit into the practices of the people or the majority.
Yeah.
But in this case, waiting at the implications then we go there, if either of them two parties are always they pursue something where they know say beneficial to them and not the people.
Good. So now, that is why the people should be educated, sensitized, and mobilized for, say, this decision now na get for maker. This decision now na any day. I listened to some people then quite recently in una sister television stations. Somebody make one salient point. He say, political parties, they always want them for lead. They want for day at the end of affairs. So look at the situation where we say low shape power. Waiting for happen undermining. This go they undermine this one for let fail, let them come. Because whatever happens, we don't see situation who say like no talk small about this winner take all thing. Because they talk about this winner take all no good. But don't talk about the winner take all. You see this winner take all. Now how we don't practice them, now dangerous. We don't make people afraid. Say, hey, if we party lost power, we go suffer. Now, how we don't do them?
To the system itself.
Not to the system. Assuming, say, one party win election now, and then begin do cleansing. Go na ministries, departments, agencies, begin look for people for sack. Because then get their young people them, we don't support and all, they want give them work. So then begin for do cleansing. That is not about winners take all. That's not the idea. For people who not get nothing for do with politics, where now they apply for job, they go through interview, then show them CV and all, then take them. You cannot go after those people. The people that you want for change in our government, now the one them win a political appointment then get. But some even get tenure of office. You get for left them and serve them tenure, and then you can now change them. If you now say, because you don't win power, so you get for cleanse the system and bring young people and come, that explanation of winners take all is wrong. So you still see the problem there. So now that they make people now, we're not supposed to get nothing for do with politics. Then they now fear, say, hey, if this party lost or that party come, we go lost, we work and all. That is what we should be talking about. So if you win power and you left the one that will not get nothing for do with political appointment, let them work. They not get for worry if power change. But we don't do so much that we make people now worry. Like for example now, some people where they look say if SLPP lost power, definitely then get for run after them, then go pull them at the workplace. That is not the idea of winner take all. Winner take all na government appointment.
So now the conversation they go on constitutional reviews and they on how for fix this between the two parties because they refer to the APC and the SLPP because we know say most times and they can stand the test of time and reach to elections period. How for fix this if we for amend any parts of the constitution where political party they not just get for the seek their interest but that's of the people.
Okay, so we still go back to it in the law say. The law say section 38. If we want for change them, then we get for amend them. And the constitution make provision as to how we go about it. And now that we get constitutional review process where they, in motion, let's put it out. Let's bring it on. So at the end of the day, if we are to go by constitutional constituency-based election, then we go by it. If it's peer, we go by peer. But we for no say, if we for do election tomorrow, a peer and a constitutional constituency-based election we go do. The only time they do peer election so far as a concern waiting they happen now. Now we ECSL not able for do boundary delimitation. So let me talk about ECSL a bit.
About the 2023 elections.
Yes.
Where ECSL, the APC, then be going to Supreme Court for interpretation.
Okay. So ECSL basically give reason say because of August 10, they not be able to do boundary delimitation. So because they're not able to do boundary delimitation, section 38 as amended in 20 2022, in 2002, say where you're not able to do boundary delimitation, you forgo by PR. So, if ECSL come up with any reason for 2028 or whenever the next election, then that reason, if it stand the test of times, if it shows say yes, na genuine reason, then we go PR also. So you see the issue there. That's the issue. You must have a reason why you're not able to do constituency based. But what I think say the politician then they say now, they are not like saying, oh no, wait, stay 2028, they will find one reason, we'll go give for let we do PR. I'm not sure that's what they want to do, or that's what they're saying. What they are saying now, let us change section 38 now, so that we not even get this issue of saying now only when we not able to do boundary delimitation, we go do PR. I'm sure, well, I want for believe saying that that's then they say. Because, as I say, I want to talk small about ECSL.
Yeah, go ahead.
ECSL for also ensure say then serve Sierra Leone and not serve the interest of political parties or politicians. And for true, if you ask ECSL as an institution and say PR or constituency-based election, who's one easy for una? ECSL go choose PR, and I will tell you why then go choose PR. Well, this is not my opinion, and I'll say correct. Then go choose PR because when you don't do PR election, you not get for do any election again till the next election. So that issue of by-election all day. You see? The issue of by-election all day. So then we'll go okay with that day because no Yagba will not get election for do again. That is one thing. The other thing where ECSL go glad for with regards to PR system, now that you know say the election they are when they do them, it cost money and all of that. You know, you get for print papers, you get for recruit staff and all of them things then you get them. And so then we'll tell you say the economic cost, financial cost of running all of these things is huge. So therefore we prefer this one because this one not they give it too much yagba. But however, the decision is not for ECSL to make, and that is the point I want to make. In fact, ECSL should not participate in the discussion because for them, now waiting the country choose, waiting the people choose, nine then choose. You see the thing, eh? But if ECSL becomes part of the debate and the discussion say whose system fine, then they also they make the whole thing suspicious and all of that. You get the point, eh? They make us suspicious. So for me, ECSL should just sit by and wait until we constitution say na constituency-based election what they do. Until that is changed, ECSL should be preparing now. Should be asking the question, should be writing letters to the authority to say, hey, if I do this or not do this, to how this, how that. They should be seen doing something. In fact, enough for even then at their mind say, na PR election get forget. If for they na their mind say, we next election until there is a change for big constituency-based election. If not, if ECSL is not prepared, take to the term for go to that election day, and it happens say change not happen, na constituency-based election we still want as a country, then ECSL will mess way up. So by now, they should be doing what they are to be doing, asking questions, authorities, oh, if I do this, so we need this, so if I do that, so preparing. If not, if ECSL late, if they're able to do it in them for do, in fact, now then go bring the suggestion, say, low, go into PR election because they are unprepared.
So now that the constitutional review process they go on two main debates they are now.
Yes.
This what they talk about, the systems of elections, where in fact in the part of recommendation 78 of the tripartite committee they report, and the proposal from the SLPP say let the country try for adopt a power sharing system.
Okay.
With all other important things, now then two main debates here they come up. And then two suggestions that they come out from a party where they do second term in office, although they go for contest back in the elections.
Okay, so interestingly, I listened to some debate and some people say, okay, the fact that this proposal they come out from SLPP at this time, now because SLPP don't know say, then get for loss the next election, and they don't want for go away completely. So they want a way for still there around. Now I made in the top part. So you don't see it here they talk about suspicion. That is why when it come out from politicians or political parties, the first thing people they do now for suspect. Now for suspect. You see? So for me, that is what me not enjoy in our country. Because some of them things here for the come out from other sectors, from civil society and so on and so forth. But the moment it come out from politician, now the same thing for be happen if na APC be in a power and then come up with this kind of talk. Honestly, you go begin suspect, say, hey. So now they're saying, because SLPP no say they go lost election, so they no want for goat all together, now I make them don't begin say power sharing. So at least whatever percentage they now get, then go benefit from that one day in the power sharing, you see? So for me, you don't need PR system for share power. You don't need it.
And because of this same suspicion, even the consultations them will be done they happen for ask people for the preferred electoral system, make cries and don't they come out again with a big question mark, how the voice of these majority citizens and therefore be guarded if this same parliament, this issue reached a decision for be taken, the SLPP in governance where they suggest are in the majority in a parliament. How for guard the voice of the people from a perspective for let it at the end of the day and not just be waiting governments already don't propose be the final thing, but then take into consideration the majority voice.
Okay, so now you see Sierra Leone is divided into sectors. With society so diverse, you get women organizations, umbrella. You get organizations them on civil rights. You get organizations the way they look at rule of law and all of that. You get journalists and all. Waiting we for do we go inform parliament or the parliamentarians or the lawmakers. Now for let this debate continue in every sector. You get youth organizations, you get women organizations, you get trade unions, and all of them one day. Let them join this debate. You get university students. Let them join this debate. Let them give out their opinions. By the end of the day, trust me, except if we want for be dishonest, but we go genuinely see say, oh no, now this the people they want, now this they support. We they able for pick them up from the debate. We they able for say, oh no, this is what the people want. So let's allow. Why is it that we don't try for enact safe motherhood bill? How many times will not succeed? Why? Because the people came out. Inter-religious council, the one the way they on religion come, the youth, the women. I mean, everybody gave you. Government look at now and say, we cannot do this. So that's what we're saying. So let everybody talk. Then when they within their organization, then women, youth, and so on and so forth, journalists, let us have this debate. Because the truth now this, as a country, we're far behind, far behind. And elections, now in the give entrance legitimacy for let people can rule and shape policies and waiting for affect we as citizens. So that is why important. Important.
And I be really want to ask why it's important for letting set of people where you don't call so come on board, because for some of them they're not getting interested in politics.
No, they have.
Just left the few where feel say then they into active politics for decide for the country. Then at the end of the day, it affects the general good.
Yeah. So for me, the reason we make everybody need for pay attention to the NTR, at the end of the day, you see what happen in America, where them vote for Trump and he come with policies. Some man will not be no waiting really he go can do. Some of them now say they regret because families are affected and so on and so forth. And that is why politics, when you say you're not interested for pay attention waiting they happen there, when the politician don't get the power, it begin now for rule, you will be affected. You will be affected. So that is why we for always ask with politicians, what you want can do, what are your interest, what are your manifesto, how you plan for handle this, not only for begin talk, but which set which kind of election forget and all. We politicians, for example, for begin tell we what they want to do with water system na Freetown, what they want to do with this flooding where they happen now every year, where people and they die, what they want to do with regards to landlord and tenant relationship. You see how they increase rent na Freetown from 5,000 to 15,000. Nobody no care, nobody no one know how they all stand, who side they whether road they for good day. These are the issues that they affect we lives as citizens. But if you not participate for understand what thing they happen, what thing therefore can't govern you, then at the end of the day it's a problem. See, for example, when we do amendment of chapter 5 in the Public Order Act, say oh pull libel and this, they will bring cyber. Because they pay attention, we not they follow, we're not interested, but we don't be now. Then at that time they would say, hey, if we be no. So that's it. We need for pay attention. Somebody be the provoke we the last and say, oh, you see this country, the religious people and they're only interested with certain things get for do with certain, but certain issues they're not interested in. Safe motherhood bill. You see, oh, the religious leaders, they want for no, we don't want in our country. But now we then say something about which system of election we forget. No, then they not get nothing for do with religion. You know, so that's the kind of situation. We for pay attention on every other thing where they happen in our country. Because honestly, when they say winner take all, in all good, now I make tension day, then politician there. You know, I want to say this back today. I've been saying it, let us say also now today. Any politician will lose power and he become miserable. That politician is not fit for purpose. Because some man they say, oh well, the tension we make politicians and no one lost power. Now because when they lost power, they're not getting for do again, and people no one lost this. Look, politician, you forget life after politics. If you not get life after politics, then you're not fit for purpose. So this thing they tell we win a stake all. No, now only politician they affect. So you politician, where for example now been lawyer, you they go back to your law profession, you go practice. You politician we been to establish business, you they go pay attention there and do your business. You have been to establish institution, you they go watch and make it do well. Politics not for be place for let we enrich we self. Politics not for be place where you don't be the man for almost here. You come into politics 5 years, your whole life change, your family change, everybody change, unexplained wealth. Politics na Africa not for biso, politics na salon not for biso. So when they talk about winners take all, now that then they say, but they don't want to talk them properly. They don't want to talk them properly. The fact now that the politician they want for continue for enjoy all this sweet where they inside politics. So when they lost power, then they become miserable. Because that free way them they get, that's how them they cut yonder, that fuel allowance, that traveling per diem, that this and that. Then they lost all that day, then life become miserable. Look, any politician way after politics, it become miserable and not fit na salon.
Actually, let we talk about something we're not a secret, say politician them where they want certain thing for favor them. Then they get them way. For example, the rule in SLPP now, them want forget majority in parliament after the elections. Everybody see what's happen to the point that bringing police officers now the well of parliament for bulldoze the other party. when them be one the PR system, we all see the the chaos will be happen between the two parties them. The SLPP succeed for get the PR system, they succeed for get the majority in a parliament. So many instances. During the just concluded elections, the president will make a clear say they want for be the party where they go do 3 consecutive terms in office. And now all of a sudden, the same president they suggest for PR system for being included during the constitutional review process.
Okay.
A speaker who is SLPP, they propose say let them get power sharing.
Okay, I get you. So now see, you know say that proposal where the speaker make, you know say not to the same day we then get the state opening, because the way they present it like saying at the same day then talk am. The speaker don't talk this long ago, like for psych opinion, for see waiting or happen, for lay the ground so that way the president can just build on that one day. That is what people are saying. But now that not so happen. Now if the speaker first say that in their parliamentary sessions, and then later the president when they get state opening can also enforce that point there. So I think say the shock now been that way speaker been talking first, it been look like say nobody not pay attention or say anything. So then if he say okay, and then president now come and can say and then he see that reaction from the opposition say no PR in the NAC table and all of that. But let me say this here. Then things that what they see SLPP they do so now. We cannot say APC not get the tendency for do am. We can't say that. Well, I cannot say that. It's possible say APC get the tendency for do am. It's possible say they not get the tendency for do am. Because politicians they always want for manipulate for getting where. But see the difference here. There are institutions, democratic institutions, we suppose for stop the politicians them in their excesses. For example, the judiciary, the court system. If the court system is independent and it's working and it's vibrant, it's able for stop the politicians them and bring sanity.
But in Sierra Leone, the opposite they happen because this same court system, we don't see the opposition. They accuse them, say they're not independent. We make in fact they're not being get mind for go challenge the 2023 elections result, where they still they contest.
Yes.
The police now one way report after report they question their independence and professionalism.
Okay.
So how then two institutions they are going to stop politicians them not forget their way?
So that is it. So at every time, their institutions here get new people where they run them, where they administer them. I mean, if you talk about the police, for example, in almost IG they don't change from, you know, when we get the 1991 constitution to now. So it will never be the same people, then they change. So now you where they now. Now you for decide say, you know what? I want for stay na the good side of history. And I want for left a legacy. You get them, eh? So then get the opportunity for team up for the country, for justice, and say, no, we cannot accept this. So it's up to them. It's up to the judiciary for take that challenge. It's up to the police for take that challenge. It's up to all the other institutions where don't be set up for watch with democracy and see say them promote them and see say with democracy work for we. It left to them for let them ensure say then do them work for let we get what we supposed to get as a country. But politicians then get tendencies always. The other thing again you will say, politicians are working don't lead. President or whosoever, then get this fear say, if the opposition take power, then go run after me, then go say commission of inquiry and all of that. So they self can afraid.
So now that make the SLPP they propose now say let the country try for adopt the power sharing system.
You can suspect that. But what we're saying is politicians always get this at the back of their mind to say if me opponent take power, what he go do with me? Considering the fact, say, sometimes you been don't do something to them where you take power. So we get all of these sort of things where they play in with politics.
Suspicion, yeah, make people they ask questions. The timing of all of this. Why they not been suggesting 2018? Why they not been suggesting 2023? We like now one of the most contested election results. That one day in 2023, where they still a struggle with. Why they not been contested? Then they not propose a power sharing deal. But then the proposal now at this time.
Yes.
What do you think say now some of the thing them where perhaps they might not come out and say, but the people for be conscious of now where the conversation then they happen with this proposal.
Yes, so now when the conversation then they happen, the people then for pay less attention to it in the politician than they say. Less attention, I not say they not for pay attention. Then for pay less attention to it in the politician than they say, and pay more attention to it in experts than they say, and waiting independent people than they say, with regards then to system here. And look at the reasons where the politician then they put before for saying that make you for do this, and see if that reason they self not go work under the other system. Like for example now they say under PR we able shape power. Tension no go there. Take that same point there, go to the constituency-based election and say, under constituency-based election, we go able to shape power, we not go get waiting. So those are the issues. We're very sensitive.
So why the government not they showcase some of them things that we talk about? Because 2023, when the arguments be there whether which system of election for use for the particular elections, one of the most popular one where the SLPP by then be talk about and the issue of inclusion.
Good. Bringing
smaller parties to parliament.
Good.
Make side and way the opposition they feel in a stronghold of the ruling and go able to get seats there. These were the conversations. So then they put.
So now.
But now then they talk about say okay, this go bring inclusion.
Yes.
And when you look back what happened 2023, all the things that them be pushing happen.
Good.
Smaller parties them not go parliament. In fact, the one that we don't get seats they say because of the threshold, they're not able to come back.
I'm happy for this point where you bring. So you don't see what they say now. The politicians will never bring this way you bring so. In fact, they go hide them in the discussion. Because members say not to the first tennis when they talk about PR system. The assurance they will then give. Waiting then tell we say PR system go do for our country, how we go bring inclusion, how tension not go day and all. Not to 5 years will they do so now with PR election. We bring this government. Now let's check. Almost party will get na parliament. Two. Almost party will be get before the PR election. We even be get independent candidates na parliament. And let's talk small about this independent candidate thing. Where you the APC and you na vibrant politician, the people elect you, and now you they want, and then you now go for the party go give you symbol. Let them go put you in a list for PR election, and then the party not choose you, then choose other person. You get the option now for go to the same people and say, well, the party say no to me they want. Since una na me una want, are they tin up independent una vote for me. But under the PR system, waiting they happen at this. When the party refuse you, you don't get option. So the people are deprived of who that really they want. So now that here we for bring to the public, let people then see them. Let them now choose say, this system is good or based on how they explain them, but because of this and this, I don't think say go work for we. This system, I think say because of this, I think say it better. Let the people make that. But if you allow the politician, then them for can't do that presentation, then them for tell you, say, for now, you see, they don't shift from smaller political parties, then go get seats in parliament, and this and that. Now, they are saying, so that will shape the power. And honestly, you don't need PR system for shape power.
But based on what's they happen, the majority citizens them are aware say they get the power for shape the decision where then political party are go take at the end of the day?
That is our responsibility. Some of us waiting at the civic space, that's our responsibility. Like me, I don't in at this space for long. I've been in this space where been a popularized PRSP under Pakaba. I've been in this space. I don't spend time with DJ Bass and Night Live with the talk about salon and how for develop. So I've continuously been in this space. The journalists, like what you guys are doing here at Liberty, that is something we praise. For let we people they understand. Let them know say they get stake in all of this. Not to politicians and no more not say, oh, left them politicians and let them try it. We people they also get something for say. Like sometimes, yes.
It is now.
Yes.
It clearly shows say now the politicians they don't take ownership of the conversation.
Yes.
The people then go only know about this thing where the same politician are ready back for go canvass the vote if it reach to referendum.
Fine. So
now that the civic space
is also infiltrated
with the politicians.
Seriously.
We don't see people from the civil society. They go take active positions in political parties.
Then they use the civil society as a springboard. Okay, I don't do a radio, I don't do a TV, I don't talk, I don't show me face, I don't see all things. People, they don't sabi me. So now what go to this political party, I go just swing people with the abuse opportunity. You see the problem. So even the civic space is being infiltrated. If I get political party them, we get newspaper, we get politicians them, so that is the problem. And so we have to be deliberate. That is why some of us, without apology, what will they do so they do? Because we not get godfather, we not get nobody where they call you like what come on at TV where they go caution me say, what you talking under today? Nobody. So we need foresee, and also in society, we need to identify those people. The moment we see say they don't identify themselves with politics, let's ignore them. And take people where we see say stand for justice, for talk to, and for let this country heal and heal very fast. If not, we go the fool we self. This debate is not about politicians, and not to politicians and for leader at all. And waiting the journalists then for do. Now for go out to the people. Like I can do them voice pop and things and they go out and listen to them. Talk to them and they ride Okada bike. What do you think about this when they talk about PR system waiting? In fact, una consistency una day. Uda na una MP. Una sabiam. Usa it up. Usa ID. This PR system we don't do for 5 years, almost 3 years or so. It don't impact una italek. Una be don't get problem na una community. Una be able to see una MP for like cancel them or like it tell una something. We have to do this because if we not sensitize the people and make them know say they get a role for playing this, the politician then go just take the day.
Talking about sensitization, if the public for take part in shaping this conversation where they are now regarding the constitutional review and especially this choice of preferred electoral system, should the conversation be around loudest voice yearning for a referendum in all of this?
Well, possible say we go to referendum because certain provisions and then at the constitution, if you want to amend them, you can't do otherwise. First you do a referendum. However, the referendum self not to election, na election. So you see, we still talk about election. That is why elections are important. If we manipulate elections, then the views of the people are not going to be hard.
What's in the implications? Because it clearly shows say this is a very sensitive topic and also a very sensitive time for a country like Sierra Leone, where still they try for heal from the 2023 elections. Everybody see what's happen. The turmoil, attempted coup after attempted coup, protest here and there from people that we feel aggrieved, say the elections were not free, fair, and transparent. Now, such sensitive topic don't begin come up. We don't host the opposition now many times. We don't make them clearly say they're ready for resist the SLPP where they proposed the PR system. If the SLPP happen for getting way, a PR system hold, what are the implications? We'll talk about the rule of law, Charlie.
Okay, so you see, I remember during the NPRC days, where we've been they talk about peace before election, election before peace. Okay? Or let we get peace first. We don't get peace, we're able to do election. Other people say, no. Low do the election. We don't get the election. We don't appoint, we don't elect president and all. Can't talk about peace. Now, if you take them from that place, you will find out, say, after the election, because the rejection was, people been a fear, say, NPRC, so you want for hold on to power. Now make them they say, "Lo, do peace first. Then we can do election." So people say, no. So that's the problem. When there is suspicion, it can make the people think otherwise and do otherwise. Because the people suspected NPRC at that time, say they want for stay on the power, now make the people they say, no, why election? We want election. But guess what happened? Because the people choose say they want election, that was the first time RUF begin cut people then. They say now we get hand for vote, now you vote. So take that same scenario back into what you ask me so now. If we say we not listen to what the people they say, we they go because now this we want, we they go PR without going through the due process, definitely the people go resist them. How they go resist them, I don't know. How exactly go happen, I don't know. And you make mention, say, because people they challenge 2023 elections, we see all kinds of protest, coup, attempted coup, all kinds of. And now people they say we want for do PR again, and of course you also hear the president they say then go win election for the third time in Sierra Leone consecutively. All of them things here they breed tension. The only thing we go make people satisfied now we then get an election we then self-able check and see say this election is correct. But if you get election, we not get result. I remember then tell the way then they do constituency election, where then they post the paper at the polling station after the voting. This go kai snap them, then they snap them. And you see IRN been there, IRN they read the result. People then we been snapped at the polling station, they hold their phone, where them is snap, then see what IRN they read if not the same. After them put all the polling station at the polling station them, then put on at the polling center where they collect all thing, they can snap also where IRN they read, then they check for see if it correct. Not so. That is transparency in election.
So what's in change where all of them pattern they are so seem for missing during 2023
because
election. Firstly, 2023 election, it be very unique. Even the IRN we they talk so. Some stiff resistance be there for letting they read preliminary results.
Of course.
Everything, the entire pattern about ECSL change. In fact, then go set up a situation room not being too many.
Of course.
So why the pattern and they seem for missing in we electoral?
So I go back to my same point. PR system is prone to election rigging and manipulation than constituency-based election. You know, like
not fit into we practices.
Fine, let's explain and finally we understand, yeah? Assuming say we get this constituency one. Constituency one get 5 polling centers. And in those 5 polling centers, each polling center gets 10 polling stations. So it's easy for manage. I just need 5 observers in 5 polling stations, and I need other 5 for the other 5 polling stations and all. So at the end of the day, once I get the result from these people, I don't get my constituency result. So if they find out, say doing the end of the day, people then get a result now, then they just wait for validation. But in this PR election we'll get, they not even do counting at the levels the way even the amendment, the Public Elections Amendment 2022 been say that you count na the polling station, where you don't count they done, you go na the district, and from the district you go na the region, then the national. Not also. Waiting then tell we, they say from polling station to national. So these are the issues.
But these are the same system we'll see government they push for now, say. A possible
so
if for let's and discuss
so
and agree on
let the people understand saying that the same system, not the same thing, and the possibility saying that the same thing for happen if we go by the system. We need for let the people know that, so that the people will able to make a choice. The people will able to make their voice be heard. The people will able to make sure say then discuss them na the meetings, na the own sectors, na the own caucuses, and say, you know what, let us give a view on this thing. Let us say what you want for say on this thing. So basically, that's the situation here.
But it clear say politician not going to champion that kind of conversation day.
No. Also the politician name for champion. I say, me not going to even comment saying that the politician name for champion.
And as it is now, the citizens then seem for lost interest.
No, well, then forget interest. The citizens then forget interest. Then forget interest. And we for able for motivate that interest day. We for able. All of us for able for motivate that interest day. For let we see, say, the citizens, come on board and want for participate and want them voices to be heard. Right. Honestly, me not go don't suffer, I don't labor, I go a vote, and then I'm not able to see the impact of me voting. You know what they call voter apathy? Once that begin to happen, people say, I like to go vote safe, now the same thing will happen. Now country they destroy so. The moment that begin to happen, and what they cause voter apathy, now elections are rigged. Election results are not, they not reflect the views of the people. They say, well, let them try it. And once we reach that stage where people they say let them try it,
that is it. That stage based on waiting come out 2023?
Yes, if it continue. I'm telling you, yes, if it continue. Yes, if it continue.
What will be the fear of citizens if this continue?
Well, now that when people become disgruntled, when election not be waiting for be, people they use other methods. I tell you about the French countries, right? If you look at it, go to what happen, people are saying democracy not the work. Then say not the work. And if something not the work, your next option are for change, eh? And so we cannot say exactly what would happen as to how people go and for change. And so that is why we also they call on more guarantors. Like then they watch some of them program, yeah. The US Embassy, the EU and all, then they watch. They self need for pay attention and come along with us. Because now then they support democracy, now then sell and to we. So then for be seen, protecting it, helping it out. We cannot have a situation where we do election and then that election is highly contested and all of that. I mean, does it make sense?
All right, Charlie, let we look at messages where people don't send at the program. The first one I go read, the first message I go look at, it come out from Julius Rex. It say, it will be condoled the PR system, only APC and SLPP will be in parliament. But if we get back to constituency election, is the best and courage inclusive in parliament. Take a look at 2023 elections, where the NGC, C4C and independent candidates in parliament. To be honest, SLPP wants to manipulate again the next election, coming election. But this will not repeat itself again as what Mohamed Kone did in this to this nation.
All right, we look at more messages. This very first one, we go look at Yusuf Mosre Suma say, a fine lawyer indeed. I wish he maintains neutrality in executing his duties as a lawyer. Your analysis are succulent and educative. Bra, do ya let Alassane and Alusino convince you for enter them Pankalo?
All right, more messages we don't come. Mohamed Kamara, they say PR system are easily to manipulate elections, and if this continues to happen in Sierra Leone, the people will decide.
Yes, Kamara say, look at the brain behind the writers of the Constitution, why the PR system was born. The PR system is not preferred electoral system for Sierra Leone. The PR system shone the people unlike the constituency-based system. The people need to see their constituency electoral results before ECSL tabulates their results. Thanks very much, our legal luminary.
Ambassador Abdulrahman Diallo Rahman. Charlie is very professional and have a balanced analysis. He speaks like a seasoned lawyer and leave room for with a laugh emoji. Keep it up, brother, and I admire your submission. I wish our parties, ECSL, political parties, listen and note down this recommendation from this gentleman.
Albert David has said the PR system reintroduced in 2023 elections has proven deeply problematic in Sierra Leone's political contest. It says lack of transparency. The elections were overshadowed by irregularities, exclusion of minority parties, and widespread distrust among voters. Weak accountability. PR distance elected officials from constituents, undermining direct representation and local responsiveness. Elite manipulation. They say the system is vulnerable to abuse by ruling parties who control electoral processes and media narratives. As Abdul Karim Kamara of the APC party rightly argued, PR weakens constituency-based democracy and erodes accountability that first-past-the-post system fosters.
All right, more messages we don't carry it from YouTube. This one from Sheku Mansari. They say, what are the good examples in the past 2023 PR system which we the citizen can celebrate and proud about that will convince us for any other PR system?
Mohammed Kamara, they say PR system are easy to manipulate in elections, and if this continues to happen in Sierra Leone, the people will decide.
Ali Alex Cargo from YouTube, they say, thank you, my legal luminary, for your time and patience in explaining this most controversial electoral system to us all, even when the layman can understand.
We look at small messages we don't come in. This one from Julius Rex. They say if we still consider the PR system, only APC and SLPP will be in parliament. But if we get back to the constituency elections and the best and encourage inclusiveness in parliament, take a look at 2023 election. Where is the NGCC foresee independent candidates in parliament? To be honest, the SLPP wants to manipulate the next coming elections, but this will not repeat itself again, as Mohamed Kone did in this nation.
Lamin Bangua, they say, I hope the local people in Sierra Leone are listening and watching Liberty TV, because this program today is very, very important to make or break our country.
Abdul Karim, this Kafio, they say, this proposal is dead before arrival. We cannot allow that as cover stand for SLPP to rig and design another term stolen from our voters. In conclusion, with ECSL, it is clear we can allow any backbencher of power from them.
David M. Tolley, they say, Khadija and Mabel, thank you for bringing one of the brilliant men such as Charlie. I'm enjoying the conversation. It's very educative.
Mohamed P. Kabia, they say, instead of inclusivity as stated before by the ruling government as benefits of the PR system, I see more of division and low representation.
From YouTube, they say the present judiciary system, the police and the security sector, some so-called CSOs, some journalists, TV presenters, etc., have nothing to write home about.
This one say when we experience extractive government that ignores the theories and models of good governance, you will realize ineffective and lack of ethics in governing a state. The current government lacks ability to listen and don't want development. PR system and power sharing will also bring tension in Sierra Leone. In my opinion, I entrust first past the post for national development and to reduce power eligibility. Regards.
Alusan Conte, they say, thank you, my brother, for educating the public on the rogue PR system. This is what I was expecting. Rather, okay.
This one says needs reforms that reflect democratic integrity, not partisan survival. And he go further for say depoliticize the electoral commission. Appointments must be transparent and merit-based. Restore FPTP when at the first past the post. He say a system that strengthens voter representation ties and ensures clear mandates. Protect civil liberties. End political intimidation, arbitrary arrest, and media suppression. Implement tripartite recommendations, especially reforms of sections 32(3) of the Constitution.
Ali Alex Kagbo, they say, thank you, Charlie, for representing the vast majority of we the people. We stand with the peer constituency elections.
Omar Mara say, my brother, all you're saying are perfectly correct.
All right, more messages we don't come na the program. This one where I go read say, I totally agree with Esquire. That's why there is an increase in corruption in most offices, because people have in mind that their job is secure only if their party maintain power.
This one from Enze Amara is said, PR system is more of kokoros than the people's government system. Our parliament today is a joke.
All right, so many messages. Would they come to Charlie now for comments to some of the messages, then they would all read.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, listening to all of them, and I say thanks to the people that already comment what they do. I'm doing it for Sierra Leone, and I'll continue to do. I've been doing it. So, with regards to some of the comments that we, really catchy. You see, with people and they stress transparent elections, me, I believe, say, other issues than they with democracy were important too. But elections, very important, very important. With regards to the choice of people, the way political parties then put forward for elections, then they not then choice. Now the people then go get for look there and say, okay, this fit, this no fit. Because for me, I think say we to get now constitution safe as the criteria for let somebody become, for example, a parliamentarian. Not enough. Honestly, not enough. Not enough. For say if you just sabi speak English moderately, and if you don't hold certain number of years, I mean, we for the look at denting and they. Do we want to add something to it? Do we want to say for be parliamentarian? I mean, we want to add sort other, criteria to it. So the transparent elections, very important. Somebody say, wait, Italic said the discussion, the tilt towards a constituency-based election than PR. But can we talk about any good way we don't see in the PR system? Yes, the PR system, as I say, once una don't do election one term, it don't done. But even that one, where they say once you don't do election, you not get for do election again, so nobody not get for go fair, somebody not get for go campaign again. But the truth is this: sometimes the party will be win the election that same day, then don't begin misbehave. So that next election or that by-election go give the people the new opportunity for say low change. Then we wait till 5 years. So, in as much as you see say, once you've made an election, if it last for 5 years, what if within that 5 years you need for change? The driver. So it means if the decision is bad, you have to bear it until 5 years. So even in that good, where they say, once you have done an election, you don't get for do election again. If the candidate is a good candidate, then fine. But if the candidate is not a good candidate, okay, you may want to change. So that in itself gets questioned. And then this independent candidate thing, for me, I still believe in that independent candidate thing. Because as I say, then we party there, so then they play loyalty also to people there. You go see this person, a very vibrant, he know what they up to, he get a history of doing well, Usai been there and all. He can't have a political party and say, but no, this is too new, bo. This not just scam. Like can sit down first. So they not go give symbol. But the people then go say, no, this not just scam, but now want. So it can go independent, then vote for him. But under the PR system, it's not possible. And in parliament, we don't need for just get two voices. APC, SLPP. Where APC say so, SLPP say no, so. At least you forget other voices we go say, oh no, apart from it, I don't say so. In fact, now this me say. That is the beauty. The more the merrier. But based on it, in fact, the politician they say, well, what we go do for heal that defect there, low bring down the threshold. That in itself not sustainable. when you bring down the threshold, in itself, is not sustainable. You know, because if you bring down the threshold, honestly, you get for stop somewhere. And if you bring down, say, some political party day, minority, we not go ever get that threshold day. If you go back to the last election, you take the percentages of them party then they not go still get. Okay, and there's the other issue where they talk about democratic integrity instead of party interest, because all what they see now with regards to recommendation and all of that, now more of party interest, not for strengthening with democracy, not for let with democracy get integrity. Because for me, once the political party then know say it wrong, when you win power for can sack people there, then don't know that, and we sure say we take behind them for let them not do them, we criticize if they make attempt for do them, then we they go back to that inclusivity and cohesion. But the moment political party then feel say, oh, why should all win so now? In fact, we get some rumors sometimes and they say some people then they already go see us ministry, then get for go. They already go see the chair with them for go sit down. Then just they wait for let them party win. I mean, you listen to people sometimes you hear them talk then they. And not just so for me. People that don't get a job where they work, where political system change, they're not for afraid. But the moment people begin for afraid, say, hey, this election, if we lost our way done, then inclusivity no day, cohesion no day, and not to PR go give it that one day. PR not able to give it that one day. We as a people, now we for no say, some people get tenure in office. Let's say, for example, where Mr. Benkefala is so now as ACC commissioner. Assuming say in Tamna office no go done till 2029 or 2030, then election happen 2028, and then let's say APC win election. They should not remove him. They should not remove him. If for do in term, take that 2029 or 2030. If they want for reappoint and back, fine. If they don't want her again, they can now change them. But the thing they see, now that even when the person still get time, they want for puller. Once we they do that thing then they, that will not be cohesion. So it is not PR or constituency based that will give us and another thing we want for also underscore peace, not to event. Peace na process. The moment they don't vote for you, you don't win election. The way where you they reconcile the people, the way where you they talk, the way you they articulate, the people gonna say, this person will be afraid to say if you win election, it will be disaster. But they will see, it's different. No. Now that we for the scene with politics. So now democratic integrity one see. Not all this thing about, oh, low change PR or low change constituency. No. Now that you have the power, what are you doing with it? How, apart from election, how would you bring this country together? How? Almost time you go say, you know what? This weekend I want for spend on a Kenema. This weekend I want spend on a McKinney. La go get town hall na McKinney. La deal with the McKinney people them. Or la go Pujen. When you don't hold power, you don't win them. How do you consolidate? How do you reconcile? How do you bring peace? People that have been afraid say, when you take power, you go can't destroy them. You behave in a way that themselves say, that is how you win people in democracy. But if we not do that thing and we feel say, now we vote in an election, now you go make we get peace, they would don't miss her.
All right. Many thanks. Many thanks, Charlie.
And then I want to talk about the last thing. This is important. Do you know we have people who are not SLPP and APC in Silo? We get them.
Sure.
Well, them people then they're important. So there are times where then they look and then choose say, you know what? Look, Guso. Them people then they're very important in with democracy. And we for also give them space. They're not boku past the APC, SLP people them. But when they decide for go one way, now you can cause that change. And so then people there, we forgive them their own space.
So then are the silent swing voters.
The swing voters, they are important. So we for they consider them. They're not able for change the system, for say, no change, but they're able for swing the system. So now they allow that swing there for they happen.
All right. Many thanks, Charlie. We join with this morning for can get this conversation from a legal perspective and also from an activist.
Civic, yes.
From a civic perspective, as always, Liberty TV let for set the tone, bring in people how they analyze the situation so that viewers then go get first-hand information about current things them as today are for promote issues of public interest. That's always my pleasure for get you. We're going to call on you when necessary because this conversation still they go on where they sound different people their opinion. Well, that's a be a legal practitioner and also an activist for democracy winner Charlie Israel Williams Esquire. Be there with me at the studio this morning, giving your opinion about the conversation where they go on now, especially on the preferred systems of elections where the country for use for the 2028 elections. They don't make an analysis and for I believe say the first past the post system now it fits very well into with political climate na the country. Well, we'll continue for getting conversation there. Now they end the breakfast show for today. Musa Saukoma and Samuel Thomas and the technician they will support the production team for bringing this edition come to you. Stay tuned to Liberty TV all the time as now you only digital media outlets this way go get correct information about all things what they happen in the country. Mina Khadija Bangura they say have a blessed day.
All right, until we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a good day, but not forget for continue for like, share and follow Liberty TV as throughout the day we get different content them where we post now with different platforms. Till we meet again, get a good day and goodbye.